fine. Yeah, no, I can still do that. Yes.
Welcome aboard, welcome aboard.
Please stop.
Ah, yeah, congratulations.
I'm doing technical analysis because the Minister of Works last time oh, yeah, Africa.
John,
Sir.
I hear you have lost a lot of weight.
Unemployment.
Look after my small brother. No corona now.
No, no, you corona. Sorry.
SAG, pray for us.
Thank you for this opportunity to meet and discuss the present and future of our communities and our business abroad.
Is this working? We are having the first meeting and I'm happy to apologize for not starting the meeting on time. That is certainly not going to be the tradition. Today is just an inaugural meeting, so next time we'll keep strictly to time. And also we'll be holding our meetings on Mondays so that we have enough time during the week to act on conclusions which will be meeting. Or rather, the usual Wednesday, that was the case with the first time. Let me, on behalf of the Deputy Governor, welcome all of you who have come to join us to assist us to translate and to give effect to all the promises we made during the electioneering campaign for re-election for our second term. Our commitment to take Edo State to the next level, and I appreciate each and every one of you who has accepted to make sacrifices necessary for us to do what we have to do to deliver on our commitment to the good people of Edo State, and indeed to all Nigerians who have interest in the peace, progress, and development of our dear state. I know for the fact that you all had some other things to do that will give you more income, and you had other things you could do that will bring greater prosperity to your family. But you have chosen to accept to serve as commissioners, knowing fully well that the work of a commissioner entails so much responsibility but very little reward. But I believe that you are persuaded by the fact that the fact of being appreciated by the good people of Edo State, the acknowledgement that we get for the changes that we've been able to drive, are, in my view, a far more rewarding compensation than the Naira and Kobo issue. For those who had worked with us before, you are very familiar with our style of governance. It's not perfect, but that is the way we are. I remind all of us, as contract staff, who have a very limited time, there is so much that we have promised our people we will do, and we just must find the time to do all of that. There will be changes. There are people in society who will try to block or slow down or even confuse or distract us, but it is for us to be able to foresee these and other unforeseen ones and get ourselves ready to deal with those challenges. Nigeria is easily one of the easiest countries to govern, contrary to some opinion in some quarters. Our people are very appreciative. They recognize good things when they see one. They can distinguish a government that is ready to work for them from one that is not interested in issues of development. And after 4 years of stewardship here, I believe our people have shown that they are ready to reward excellence, just like they will be quite prepared now, I'm sure, in the future, to punish anyone who chooses to take their support for granted. So I welcome you on board, and I assure you of one thing: I have the will, the political will to do what we have to do. We are ready to give you the protection you need to drive the changes required in various ministries. We may not have all the resources in the world in terms of Naira and Kobo, we certainly don't, but we have the will to manage that which we have in a way that we deliver the greatest good to the greatest number. For me, in the second term, I cannot claim we are no longer under the learning curve. If the first year was a learning curve and we did all that we were able to do, in the second term, people expect, and I believe rightly too, that we should do even better and do much more. And I am committed to doing much more. And I believe you're all ready to contribute from your respective ministry to ensure that we deliver on all of those. We still have serious environmental issues. The city of Benin is not as clean as I would want it to be. We construct many roads, but we still have many roads that are yet to be constructed. We've linked up with many rural communities, but we still have far many communities that are completely delinked because there are no access roads. We have provided water in many communities. We still have many communities without water. We have extended rural electricity to many villages, but we still have so many villages without electricity. We have built many schools. They now more talked about red roof. But we still have schools without roof, classrooms with potholes, with pupils without furniture. So there's still a lot to be done in the educational sector. We still have challenges with regards to our tertiary institutions. We have serious policy issues to resolve in terms of long-term sustenance. We spend a lot of resources and time in the first term building infrastructure, but we do now need to focus on the economy and look at how we can attract more investors to take advantage of the infrastructure that we have developed and see how we can grow the GDP of the state, create more prosperity, and reduce the level of poverty in Edo State. We still have huge challenge with regards to unemployment, particularly youth unemployment. We will retain the year scheme, but it is not a substitute to long-term job creation strategy. We require that we attract investors, both local and foreign, to create the jobs that our young people need to keep them busy and turn them away from crime. We have our own fair share of security challenges. We will continue to work and collaborate with the security agencies, the police, the Directorate of State Security, the Army, and Civil Defense, Immigration, prison authorities. They all, one way or the other, have a role to play to ensure that our state is more secured. Just to say that the second term is like the last second half of a football match. If you have scored so many goals in the first half and you relax in the second half, you might end up losing the game, the match. So we have to work hard first to protect the goals already scored, and we should be ready to score even more goals. Looking at the faces, I think we have a much younger executive now. And I believe that many of you are hungry to perform, you are hungry to make a point, and you are hungry to address the challenges that you will find in your respective ministries. I believe that working together, we will be able to take Edo State to the next level. For those who have been here, I don't need to tell you about my style, my weaknesses, and my strength. But let me say to those who are new, I am a bit impatient by my nature. I am almost a perfectionist, even though I am not perfect. I expect every other person to be perfect, and also myself. And I do not like people making excuses why things didn't get done. I like people explaining what extra effort they made in order to get this done. When there are unforeseen challenges in the course of carrying out our assignment, I like to hear the unusual steps we want to take to overcome those unforeseen challenges. We can't explain why we failed, but we can explain what the extra steps we took in the face of unforeseen challenges in order that we deliver. I trust that you are all ready and hungry and in a hurry to get started. And I want to assure you I will try as best I can to manage my own time more judiciously so that we have opportunity to interact with every commissioner who have visits to see me or to see the deputy governor. If you look at the quality of appointment we have already made, it tells a story about how our mind works. I believe that when you have competent hands around you, you can delegate responsibility, and you can be rest assured that those responsibilities will be handled efficiently and competently. Then you can free yourself from little issues and then deal with the bigger picture. So once again, welcome on board. Let me congratulate you on your appointment and wish you all the very best, and whatever is it that you think we can do to make your job a little easier and more rewarding, we will be prepared to do so. So, good afternoon and welcome on board. I would like us to introduce ourselves, and I will begin by properly introducing myself. My name is Adams Aliyu Oshomole, A-L-I-Y-U, for clarity. I come from Iyamo village, and I work right now as the governor of Edo State. And sometimes I am oppressed by my deputy. Yes.
Uromi, yes, I'm not a local government.
Wait. In your place, do you claim your place of bed or your husband's place?
I am
the first law is never a child master. I repent, sir.
Mrs. Blessing Megida, Special Duties. Louis Odion, Information. Mrs. Osifo Omorode Osamede, Art Culture. Art and Culture and Tourism, John Osagi, Inaugural Finance, Agedu Okoje Lawrence, Economic Development, Economic Planning and Budget, Ekpenisi Omoro Chonwa, part of education, secondary, technical and tertiary education. Agwinede, basic education. Obasuki, McDonald, Commerce and Industry. Osikena, Donald, Lands and Survey. Omoju Orobosa, Oil and Gas. Agwinede, I already mentioned that, basic education. Abdul Oro, Agriculture. Lucky James, Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. Chris Osoba Ebari, Water and Energy. Idayabo Omorogi Henry, Honorable Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General. Clement Agba, Environment. Iriogbe Isimeme Jason, I hope I pronounce this right, Jackson. Youth, Sports and Social Mobilization. Osarodio Ugi, Works. Francis Osakpama, Ewowa, Urban Development and Housing. I guess that's all. So you can now excuse all the media people. I think we've